Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. I have my niece with me again today, Michelle.
Hello.
Basically, she's never done the beer roulette, and for new viewers or somebody who's not familiar with it, basically I had a fridge load of beers. I'm in a beer club. I get basically a dozen beer a month, all different beers. A couple of friends did some travel, brought me back beers, so I got a overload of beers. And I've been playing beer roulette. Basically, I just reach in there, whatever I get, that's what I do the review on. So Michelle's going to join me for this one. She's just going to reach in, see what we got.
Alright, this is exciting.
You gotta love to look at it.
Alright, what am I grabbing?
Got some basic ones, we got some little different ones.
Safe Harbour oatmeal stout.
Oh, so we got a stout this time. How do you like stouts?
I like stouts.
Yeah, she likes stouts.
Yes.
What's your go-to stout? For me, it's Guinness, a little cliche,
Guinness.
but yeah. I've had some stouts. Stouts for the most part, stouts and porters. Porters and stouts are pretty similar. For anybody who isn't familiar, they're basically from industrial Europe, I think 1800s. And basically, porters were the working man's beer, used for porters, carrying stuff from the docks to the different businesses. And basically, a stout was basically a strong porter. It was basically a stout porter, which basically meant it was a stronger stout. Over the years, stouts became more popular, overtook porters, and with the craft breweries, porters have been back and whatnot. And I've had some stouts I really enjoy. Like I said, my go-to stout would be a Guinness. I've had other ones, totally disgusting. I had one, it tasted like a dirty ashtray. It was gross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was actually a Newfoundland craft brewery. I'm not going to say which ones, but there's different ones. Most time with stouts, you're going to get either coffee, caramel, and sometimes a little smoke flavor.
Yeah.
So this one is Safe Harbour, as Michelle said, oatmeal stout. And from London, Ontario.
Oh.
Storm State Brewing Company. And that's about all they say. Actually, this was actually one from my beer club. So with the beer club came newsletters. So I'm just going to see if I can find this one. This is actually newsletters from the last couple. No, I do have it. What did I say the brewing company was?
Storm State
There we go.
Brewing.
So it says, Storm State Brewing Company is a small, community-oriented craft brewery in London, Ontario. They believe that it takes more than just quality ingredients, sound science, and innovative techniques to make a brewing special. It takes a welcoming, inclusive environment, a joyful sense of camaraderie, and the support of neighbors and fellow craft beer lovers. That's us. They're proud of being welcomed in their neighborhood in the Cove near Old South in London. And for the beer itself, they say, fuller than a traditional dry stout, the oats in Safe Harbour add a smooth, pleasant richness and a thick, tanned head that sticks around. Flavors of dark chocolate with subtle toffee helps it pair nicely with aged cheddars, mole sauces, which I'm not even sure what that is, and desserts. So, we know it's a oatmeal stout, and other than that, it's going to be dark. We know that much. Other than that, I have no idea. And for me, stouts, it's definitely not my go-to beer, but I do enjoy a stout every now and then.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not quite sure if I'm even in the mood for a stout tonight, but
Oh well, too bad.
too bad, so sad. Oh, this one is black.
Oh jeez, it is.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Any aromas?
Smells coffee-ish.
A bit more. You can't get much darker than that.
Yeah, really.
And a lot of times I'll zoom in on the can, but this one there's a couple little, actually, sure, I wasn't going to zoom in, but not much on the can itself. Couple sails there. A sunset.
Very geometric gradients with triangles representing.
Michelle's a graphic artist, so I think she would be good for doing beer labels. There you go.
Very simple, but
Yeah, very simple can. I haven't even. I get some beers I find like as soon as I start pouring, I get an aroma for it. This one I'm not getting anything yet. But like I said, I'm still. My camera seems to be slowing down a bit there. All right, so let's aroma wise.
now here's the coffee smell.
Yeah, not getting much though. Actually, for a stout, that's.
Smells, yeah.
I think I'm not getting much at all. I'm getting a hint of the typical stout. But
Yeah,
where are you? Anything? Oh wait, I just got a whiff of the coffee.
yeah.
Oh yeah, almost like an espresso thing. And I'm not a coffee drinker, so.
All right.
All right.
Looking
Have
forward
at her.
to try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad.
And the only thing I'm really tasting is coffee. And like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker. That's typical for a stout. Not a lot of aftertaste, but I am getting a little bit there. Almost, once again, it's just the coffee.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I like it. I would drink it.
You a coffee drinker?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Like I said, the one I had tastes like a dirty ashtray, so it's definitely better than that.
It's pretty easy drinking.
Yeah, it's for a stout. It's, I don't know, it's almost too easy drinking. And I don't
I
mean
think
that in
the
a
alcohol
bad way.
content is pretty low.
Actually, I didn't even notice that.
It was like 5%.
Is it 5%?
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.4.
5.4. So that's typical. Actually, it's a little bit higher than an average beer.
Oh, okay.
I think you look at your Coors Light and stuff like that, it's only between 4 and 5. So I'm used to stouts, like I said, Guinness, where it's a little bit thicker.
Yeah, especially like with the
lacing of the thing.
or the foam,
foam,
or
the head.
Yeah, the head. Yeah. This one didn't have much head to it.
If I didn't know what I was drinking, I would be more inclined to think this was a porter. And like I said, porters and stouts, there's not a big difference. But the few, like I said, I'm used to Guinness, and Guinness is thick. Like when you're drinking it, it's like they say, it's like a.
I've never
meal
had
in
a
a glass.
porter, so I can't really compare to it. But
Yeah, like I said, porters, pretty similar to stouts. It's the same family. Like porters are like the mother of stouts, more or less. So.
okay.
But I find the few that I had, they seem to be not as thick as a stout, and this one I would think is a porter. It's not a bad one. I don't think it'd be my go-to beer ever, but if somebody gave me to, I'd definitely drink it.
Yeah.
Rating wise, out of 5, a 1's a drain pour, don't like it, can't finish it. Or sorry, yeah, a 1's a drain pour, don't like it, can't finish it. 2 is yeah, I'm not a fan, but I'll finish it. 3 is a good beer. 4 is a very good beer. 5 would be the best beer ever. And off the top of my head, and this isn't written in concrete, for this one I'd say probably a 3. That might go up or down a little bit for the end of the review, but it's easy drinking, and I enjoy stouts, but there's not too many. They're not hard drink, but for me a stout is like a beer that's going to last a while. I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm not going to take big gulps type thing. But this one's pretty easy
It's
drinking.
pretty easy. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm thinking 3 or 3.5.
I was going 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I gave the last one 3. I think this one's a bit better, personally, but.
I'm inclined more for a 3. But like I said, it's not a bad beer. It's just 3 is not a bad rating. 3, basically, it's a good beer. It's obviously easy drinking. I'm almost finished it, but I think I'm going to stick with my 3.0.
Okay.
You're good at your 3.5?
I am. Yep.
There you go, folks. And Michelle, her holidays are over, so this will probably be the last review
For a while.
for a while. Until
Yep.
next time.
Yep.
Until next time.